Have you ever wondered where true happiness really comes from? Is it from wealth, fame, or something else entirely? Today, I want to share a story with you that might just change the way you think about happiness. It's the story of an old lady named Mary, who lived in a small, cozy village nestled at the edge of a vast forest. Mary was known throughout the village for her kind heart and her ever-present smile. She spent her days tending to her garden, baking bread for anyone who was hungry, and offering a helping hand to her neighbors whenever they needed it. If a fence needed mending, Mary was there. If a child needed watching, Mary was there. Her life was simple, but it was filled with purpose and connection. In return, her neighbors adored her. They would often bring her fresh vegetables from their own gardens, share stories with her on her porch, and offer their wisdom and support whenever she felt down. Mary's life was a beautiful tapestry woven with threads of kindness and community. One crisp autumn morning, while gathering mushrooms in the forest, Mary stumbled upon something extraordinary. Half hidden beneath a pile of fallen leaves was an old, heavy pot. Her curiosity piqued. She brushed away the leaves and gasped. The pot was filled to the brim with glittering, gleaming gold coins. They shone so brightly in the dappled sunlight, promising a life of unimaginable luxury. For a moment, Mary was speechless. This was more wealth than she had ever dreamed of. Her heart pounded with excitement. She tried to lift the pot, but it was far too heavy for her to carry alone. She couldn't possibly leave it behind. Thinking quickly, Mary fashioned a makeshift slide from a large piece of bark and some sturdy vines. With all her might, she managed to heave the pot onto the slide, and began the slow, arduous journey back to her village, dreaming of all the wonderful things she could now afford. As she pulled the heavy load, something strange began to happen. She glanced back at the pot and noticed the glittering gold had lost its shine. Peering closer, she saw that the gold coins had mysteriously transformed into silver. Mary was a bit disappointed, but silver was still a great fortune. So, she continued on her way, her determination only slightly shaken. But the forest held more surprises. A little while later, she looked back again, and to her dismay, the silver coins had turned into dull, heavy iron. Now only iron coins remained in the pot. All the promise of wealth had vanished. Exhausted and disheartened, Mary sank to the ground, tears welling up in her eyes. The dream of a luxurious life had crumbled into a pile of worthless metal. She felt a profound sense of despair. All that effort, all that hope, for nothing. As she sat there, surrounded by the quiet hum of the forest, a thought slowly began to form in her mind. What was she really chasing? Would a pot of gold truly have made her happier? She thought about her life back in the village, the warmth of her small cottage, the smell of her baking bread, the cheerful greetings of her neighbors, the joy she felt when helping others. She realized that her happiness wasn't something she needed to find in a forest. It was already there, in her simple life, in the love she shared with her community. A sense of peace washed over her. The pot of iron no longer seemed like a loss, but a lesson. She stood up, brushed the dirt from her clothes, and looked at the pot one last time. With a gentle smile, she decided to leave it right there in the forest. She didn't need it. She had everything she ever wanted back home. Mary turned and walked back to her village, her step lighter than it had been all day. She returned not with a heavy pot of metal, but with a heart full of gratitude and a newfound understanding of what truly mattered. She continued to live her life just as before, helping others, sharing her kindness, and finding joy in the simple, everyday moments. Mary's story teaches us a powerful lesson. True happiness isn't found in material possessions or external wealth. It's an inside job. It grows from the love we give, the connections we build, and our gratitude for the life we have. Thank you for joining me for this story today. If you enjoyed it and want to hear more inspiring tales, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, learn motivated stories. We'll see you in the next video.